He was dogging me. Nigga, I'm picking you off, boy. How was you dogging me? You couldn't even score. You scored the last touchdown off on some shit, bitch. Get the fuck, boy.
Love, joy, and full of many, many, many blessings, and enough of this fucking COVID-19 shit. Fun, love, life. I just wanted to come and show you guys how we're living tonight. I mean, we're having a girls' pajama party, and we never vlogged before, so tonight is our first night vlogging. So you guys stay tuned and vibe with us.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check back 50. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. 13. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twins. Watch twins. Alert flag. Alert.
80 weapon.
Shit.
12.
Shit.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad.
Check three.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown, Vikings! Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. 90. Wolf. Tackle. Yep. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
Oh.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. It leads to 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They're running it. Check. Crunch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Two. Mike. Alpha. I got one.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, big run there. 29 yards and a first.
And the Bears first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 70 in. Check 24. Undercut. See it. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Mike 51. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. What happened?
Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Elway. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
65.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Here
we go.
And, ah,
11. 11. Check 13. Check 21.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
wow.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Let's go one more. Double time. 61. Go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to it wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Elway. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Elway to throw. This is Coleman with the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Set. Ready. 10-2, son. Here we go,
Elway. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 22 on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. He oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. 11.
He's coming.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
1, Omaha. 6-6.
They'll try and run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. Coleman, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Elway. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Smoke. 51, Mike, 51.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And going deep for Hill. And it is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. Dorsett making the catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to Philip Dorsett. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Elway. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense wins championship, baby. Switch. 66. Fully high. Wow. Move. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. All right, go.
To throw is Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the safety creep. Slam. Check the hot read.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because
this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
You ready? Check. Fresno. Jim, dogs off. 49, check 40. You're out. Twist. Ready, go.
After the interception, here's Elway. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. On first down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, Elway. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Off the screen.
Throwing again, it's Elway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
White.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch. Blue dot focus.
Here's Elway to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
Did
you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On the jump. Squeeze, get in there. Yes.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman.
Safety's creeping.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh.
Mike 51, Mike, go on. Sit. Ready, go.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check three. Mike's 5'9",
Out of the gun, Elway got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the... As the Bears push further out in front. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Oh, my head. Dang.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the ready. 51. Check right, check right. Tight end left,
On 1st and 10, Elway. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, 91 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Echo. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
On second down, Elway. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
What we got? 13. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set. 10 logo. 51. He's time to win. It's time to run. 13th spin. Box try. Kill. Yep. Motion.
Elway wants to throw. It fights him off. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Escaping the pressure. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. This time, Elway will throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Coleman now. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?